Hi, everyone. This is Christy with DC, Maryland, Virginia Homes at Compass. And for this market update, I'm going to be sharing some stats and data that explain why we have the current market conditions that we do. And I want to credit Dave Stevnes for sourcing all of these graphs and data. So our current real estate environment, buyer sentiment, competing is tough. No buts about it. Inventory is low, and that's some of the reason that we have so much competition. We've had interest rate increases this year. Summer is coming to a close, and the question of will the pace continue, be competitive? Will that slow for the fall or winter? And then oversupply of real estate agents, many new agents in the business, and everybody trying to navigate the best that they can. So this graph is a visual representation of demand in the U.S. The population by age from 0 to 100. You can see that in the yellow bars, the median age for first-time buyers is 34, and the median age for moving out and forming a household, either that's for rent or for purchase, is 26. And you can see the size of this population is one of the largest. And we actually haven't really even hit the largest sector of that wave of demand that is coming. So this is the largest generation to be forming households in history with the ability to purchase. The next graph is just some rate predictions from June. This is from Forbes Advisor from June of 2023. I'll read off a few of these. Freddie Mac chief economist, rates should gently decline over the course of 2023. National Association of Realtors, mortgage rates will drop with a 30-year fixed mortgage rate progressively falling to 6% this year and 5.6% in 2024. Mortgage Bankers Association, our forecast is for 30-year mortgage rate to be closer to about 5.5% by the end of the year and drop a little lower into next year. So those were some of the predictions. This graph shows the federal funds rate from 1955. These gray vertical bars represent periods of recession within our history, and obviously the red line is the effective rate. And you can see as the rates were fairly high in the start of recessions, and then through the recession almost always decreased. So the Fed often overcorrects, and then by the time that they have the data to understand that that's what occurred, then they typically decrease rates. So this interpretation is where some of those predictions were coming from, just so that you have the background. And now this is our undersupply of housing. This is, again, a visual representation of our low supply. There is a shortfall here in terms of the number of homes available. Back in 2008, for example, we were forming about 500,000 households. Today, we're close to 1 million. Our shortfall is actually 1.6 million homes. So millennials are moving out to rent or buy. It is a massive wave of people, and the home values are not crashing as a result of this shortfall. The next graph is from Moody's Analytics. It's occupied units by year and building type, and this includes all types of housing. The blue line is the units being created, and you can see from, let's see, the 50s up to 2000, 2009, early 2000s. There's quite a bit of building happening and going on. It has been cut down, and so we are just severely underbuilt nationwide. This is data for changes in moving patterns. The blue line is the buyers moving locally. That has decreased steadily. The orange line is those that have moved out of state. In the middle, the green line is same state to out of state, and you can see the increase in the interstate moves on the orange line. The red line on the right-hand side shows net migration out of large metro areas. So that's the movement that has occurred across the United States, but demand is still going to outnumber the amount of housing based on the previous graph. Next, I want to share demographic support for home purchases, just where things are now. This is from the Mortgage Bankers Association, and it shows that there are 50 million people aged 28 to 38 ready to form households. Look at that curve. The yellow bar, one of the largest sectors of the population, actually outnumbers the boomers. And the boomers tend to be right now the largest holders of real estate across the United States. So the gray line on the right is homeownership for ages under 35. Yellow is from 35 to 44, blue 45 to 54. And so you can see that, the number of homes owned by that younger sector is at an all-time low for the size of the population, and that is set to increase as they age into the time in which they're going to form households. Back to rates and some other predictions. So wanted you to pay attention to what's underlined in red. The first category is total existing homes. 2022 prediction of what was to be sold on the market, 5,099. Decrease in 2023 to 4,274. 2024, an increase of 4,738. And 2025, even more so in 5,249. So that shows that there will be more homes available. Same thing with new construction. You go 641, 639, 693, 760. So that the inventory will come as we get closer to that 2024, 2025. And then interest rates, the prediction was 6.6 in 2022, 5.6 in 2023, 4.8 in 2024, and 4.5 in 2025. So it shows that there's some relief on the way. Next graph, and in terms of summary, hopefully you've enjoyed this presentation so far, but our data supports the movement and the need for housing. Rates will come down, but don't set your eyes on this, 2-3%. It will be a while until we see that. We have historic low inventory and a huge demand, thank you to millennials forming households. That is going to increase home values and no crash. So buyers, what are you waiting for? You may pay more in the future in terms of sale price and or interest rate. Refinancing is always an option. If you have the opportunity to secure something that is going to suit your needs for the foreseeable future, definitely take advantage of that. Sellers, it's a good time to sell. Thank you to the millennial demand. Good time to sell for the foreseeable future until I let you know otherwise. There's pent-up demand and desire to buy and sell. When rates do come back down to 5 to 6%, everyone will be in the market. So prepare for this in advance. Prepare for competition and set yourself up to be in a strong position for your particular move. If you need some advice or help with that, we are always here to assist. It is one of the things that we take the most pleasure in doing. And we also are here and available for referrals. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. Please reach out with any questions that you have and let us know how we can help you.